All right, all right, all right. All right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely, lovely evening, afternoon, in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. I had to take down the video regarding the spirit and truth of the Book of Enoch. I've had a few people saying that the volume is so low. I had it up as high as I could get it. This laptop I got sucks, and I'm going to have to detach my mic the next time. But let me know if you could hear me in the live chat. If anyone come in, just give me that thumbs up to let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. And we're going to press on. Uh, I would say today is such a blessed day. Not just, it's not like yesterday wasn't. Yesterday was a blessed day as well. A little worn and torn, but yet no, it was a day to actually include as a day of being blessed. Okay. Um, what is actually taking place is a whole lot of things. I'm going to cover some things. I want to cover O.J. Simpson. Um, I want you all to know as a nation of people, as a nation of people or a tribe, it's either or, whichever one you want to. Uh, I want you to know that the heathens and the Gentiles, the European, everyone knew that this man was innocent, but yet no one stood up on his behalf. Um, just seeing him in his last days, you could see uh, a troubled man that is so confused with how things uh, and how his life was done, even after he has fallen into the trap of those Europeans who build you up just to get ready to tear you down. They are known to doing just that. But because of people who are not used to anything, or which it ain't that they should not be used to not having anything, but because if they understood who they were back in the days, they realize you always had, bro. You always had, sis. But because they don't remember those days when they are over here in their land and they're captives, just to have something a little extra, it just they assign a name to any and everything. And the same, and this happened to all of them, all of them. It happened to Michael Jackson, Prince. It happened to what's his name, Bill Cosby, when they are out of order or they want something or they are ready to tear them down after allowing them to build themselves up. They go right in and they make sure that they tear them down, and they don't care who you are and how many people in the world are in love with you. You don't know the system in which rules. Okay, and this is a kind of a sad thing because even with O.J. Simpson, I never saw many of his own people really backing him up, and I knew that had a lot to do with people complaining that he married into another nation or so on, but uh, uh, they knew that that man did not kill even the family, their daughter. They knew it did. See, it's just like many, like the lady who did the said that the Emmett, I think it was his last name Smith. No, it ain't Emmett. She said he looked at her, a whistle, and before she died, she told the truth that that was a lie. See, they don't care about it being a lie. They just believe in a code of silence. Let's stick with our own. And I can't say it's a sad thing, but if you look at us as a nation, we won't stick together even when we are 100% correct. We still won't stick together. We will not support each other or help one another at all. We just got that. It's a spirit about us as a nation and as a tribe of people. We just missing a lot of parts, and the Father is not going to allow me to even think that those parts that we are missing is because of what someone has done to us in this land. Because there's times when I used to go before the Father, go before the throne, and I would tell him about the things that they're doing in the land of captives, and he always play back, Deborah, y'all keep trying to blame today and fail to realize what you had yesterday. You see, and I think that is one of the biggest part of our 400 years and why we're still where we're at. And it's like we're going backwards because we never own that thing. We never just taught those that are, say, 8% of the tribe of Judah. We never did teach the others, nor do we put any effort to teaching it. We rather for the heathens to know who we are than our own people to know who they are. You see, but that's just the mindset of a tribe of people or a nation of people. You know, that's their mindset. That's who they are. A lot of times they search to find out, why can't we unite? Why can't we get along? Why can't we come together? Why can't we build up our community? Why can't we do this? Why can't because you have not owned that thing. You have not owned the type of a tribe and nation you truly are. You just want to continue to live the lie so you can blame others for these things. And with that, the Father ain't coming to deliver you out of finding the blame on others. He wanted us to claim that thing, so we can move forward, so we can move on. And that's why it seems like we're not even moving. Only what I can see, we're moving like backwards. We ain't moving forward. It's like we're moving backwards, even though I know the kingdom has a time set that we move forward up out of the land of our captives. But from a prophet that's living and not dead, the standpoint of where we're at today, living in this day, we are flipping backwards. We're flipping backwards, and we can't see ourselves flipping backwards. We won't accept the fact that we're flipping backwards. Because if you just think, if an individual, a tribe, or a nation of people would say, okay, well, maybe we need to pull forward. But you can't pull forward if you think you're already moving forward. You have to know you're moving backwards. You got to know you flipping backwards to move forward and flip forward. You see what I'm saying? But when you have that mindset that I'm already moving forward, I already got it made, I already got it going on, I already know this, and know this, then there's no room for you to advance. It's no room for you to move in the direction to what is righteous or what is correct, because in you feel everybody else the fault of everything. So therefore, that makes them unjust and make you just. Okay, it makes them the darkness and you the light. But you got to understand who you really are. When I looked at a picture of O.J. Simpson, I was pretty much trying to feel him, not him dead, but not him so much as him alive. The picture that I saw was a puzzle man trying to piece in his mind, how did they ramrod me this way? How did they beat me on all corners? Even though he didn't spend the jail time, but he did here. They got him here, y'all. This is where they got O.J. Simpson here. You know, he didn't spend any more days of his life really with a clear head. Even though you all on the outside looking in, thinking he passed away, and maybe he got some peace within himself. Here is where they messed him up at totally. It was all over his face. That's what I was trying to feel. Is this a man that have lived with battling how they beat him on all four corners. And it was. I looked at that picture. And I said, there it is. There it is. I could see it all on his face. And this is just in the picture, but I could see it. I can discern it. They beat him here 100%. He didn't leaving out. When I said passing away, he didn't win. He didn't pass away a winner. Okay, he passed away on this side as a loser. Okay, because they beat him on all corners. And the reason why I say on all corners, because they knew that he did not do what he did. We might not have taken it to the point where, hey, wait a minute, he didn't do it. They just lying. Because we're people who won't stick with each other no matter what. We just are people that's just caught up from the floor within ourselves. But we don't understand, the more we're away from that which they continue to do unto us, instead of embracing what they're doing and calling it for what it is, and also owning who you are, then the Father sees, okay, that's what he would even consider as, hey, wait a minute, somebody down there owning that thing. It's a form of repenting. It's you owning it. You come to the conclusion, wait a minute, hold up, something wrong with this. But where we're standing today, you're not going to see Judah, and I'm not looking for Judah to or Israel to do any converting or walk in a straight line or going to the light. Oh no, I'm not looking for that, because the more Judah go into the darkness, the glory, the how what I said, the honor and the glory is going to be for the Father's namesake. The more they go into the darkness, because the world got to see them like they already see him, but not quite. Oh, they're going to see Israel in a standpoint where they are the darkest of the dark, the worstest of the worst. They got to see Judah. They see you there, Israel there, but not 100%. Once they get you where they see you and hate it on all four corners in a way to be hated, Judah is going to also set himself up to be looked at as something worth hating because of what Judah is going to be doing. Okay, and Israel. Okay, so a lot of times we overshadow it, and I'm gonna chop some things down because it's just getting out of control, and it's gonna continue to get out of control because things have to get worse. So with O.J. Simpson, I was discerning him, even though I know he's passed away. I was discerning where he was for his state of mind. Okay, and I didn't have to use nothing but his picture. I saw it in his face. I saw it in his face. They got him on all four corners, and they knew he was innocent. But it didn't mean anything. We knew who did it, but we needed to nail this Negro, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And all these, that's why I said, be careful running around here thinking Europeans are saying you are the people, or you are the true Jews, or Yeshua was black, and all this old ignorant stuff. That's the ignorant stuff, I think, but it makes a lot of sense, though. Not ignorant. It shows you the cuckoo clock that Judah is riding on, because it's something in them that feels that if the white man says we are the people, then we are the people. If the white man says that they admit that we were the people and they did this, we are supposed to embrace what they say. So a lot of times they thinking that, okay, we're doing these things. We're making the white man this. You're making the white man this. Especially those on these platforms, because they tend to think if a white woman says, okay, she admit that we are the true Jews and we are the people, then why is that worth bringing to the light or bringing forth on YouTube? I wouldn't even waste my time. It ain't gonna change anything in the way they treat you, in the way they think of you, or the way they feel about you. It ain't gonna change anything. And I double dare you to be in the midst of that individual when he or she around their own kind. They gonna deny you like you ain't even human. So see what I'm saying? So you really have to be careful in how y'all support people who are trying to enhance these us being the true children or the true Israelites or the true Jews or all stupid stuff. To me, I'm gonna show you where I'm coming from. To me, if that's what it takes for us to be who we are, is to be identified by them saying that we are, you know, only time they're going to be sincere with that. I want to give him the glory, Father. I just want to lay it out to him, Father. I want to give you the glory, Father, y'all. The only time they're going to really stick to that and mean it is when they see us where we should be. You can't take them down here where we're at in the land of their captives and hear their mouths say who we are, but yet treat us different. No, we can't accept that. We won't embrace it. I won't embrace it. I won't hug on to that. I won't be glorified or honored because they're saying that. Why? Because on this land, it's not where he said they're going to come to that conclusion. It's when they see where we're going. Hallelujah. Not only where they see where we're going, when they look and see where we at, that's when they're going to say, oh, truly, our fathers have lied unto us. But where we at today, you can hang it up and you can hang it down if you think that they're sincere about you being somebody. Let me tell you why is that? You not sincere about who you are. When you feel that it's supposed to enhance people because they say that you are the true Jews or you are the Israelite, or if the white man says it, then okay, we got something to talk about. Y'all check this out. You know, look what y'all, guess what? They said, do you think that would move this sister here? I'm in the wilderness being taught by the Ruach HaKodesh. And if you think for 1 minute that there gives me an upper hand, I look at it up and down, and it end up down. Thumbs down. No thanks. Because it's not going to cause them to treat you no different. To get up on, they ain't going on no mountain to proclaim it. It's nothing in them. Like I said, if they were to get you among their own, they would deny you 100%. So we don't look for it. And I'm going to tell you why. We do not look for all these things that people are telling y'all to look for. Don't go looking for it. Don't go looking for it to be justified, clarified, and identified by these heathens and Gentiles. Don't go bowing into the fact, oh, they said we this. Wait a minute. You guys, they knew we were. Just like O.J. Simpson. They knew he was innocent all those years. All those years. But yet, it wasn't about if you are innocent. We just got to lynch you, like do you in and show them we will destroy you. And that's what they did. He left out a loser mentally. You see? So, because they beat him on all four corners, they won, okay? Even amongst his own kind, the heathen saw that they had the power over his own kind, defeating him. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is when they come up and say, oh, yeah, you are the people, you are the true Jews. You can't take that. And I know you people need subscribers and likes and praise and want to get a check from YouTube. But don't be a fool at the same time. Because I'd rather just be, how would I say it? Lost with a cause and without one, than to give them glory from saying that I'm the true Israel, or I'm the true Israelites, or I'm the true Jew. I don't need their justification. I don't need their identification or their clarification. I don't need it. Keep it for yourself, because you're going to be the one that needs it. You see what I'm saying? The only time, and I'm going to break it all down to what I'm saying, the only time they're going to really say it and mean it is when my Father is getting the glory, when my Father is getting the honor, when my Father is exalted, when he is magnified on Mount Zion. Outside of that, Judah and Israel ain't getting crap. So you keep playing with yourself down here, assuming and a feeling, oh, we at least we can feel they know. At least they've been knowing, baby. This is why I told y'all that if there's something going on with Israel and Judah mentally. You got Isaiah, you got Ezekiel, you got Jeremiah telling you that they knew already. These prophets already told you they know who you are. But yet, not only them, but many others in your own instructions and direction book tells you. But that's not good enough. Now I'm going to pull up a different way. Stay away from the awakening. Tell them to share that. Ain't no such thing of an awakening. Because you're more ignorant than you were since you claim to be awakened. You're more ignorant. Because the awakening is not something that you, Judah or Israel, apply to yourself. You come in cursed. So if you're coming in on the four corners, cursed. You go out cursed. So what is the purpose of the awakening? It's a game, y'all. It's a game that they've been playing on you all for at least 20, 25 years. And to me, it works with a people that's short here. Like Deuteronomy 28 said, you're going to be gone. It works on those type of people. Let me explain something to you. You're not going to awaken to anything because no one is asleep to it. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to awaken to anything because no one is asleep to it. You get what I'm saying? The Father is not putting you under a hypnosis or putting you down as if there's a time period where you're going to wake up. No. You ain't going to wake up. This prophet would tell you, you are not going to wake up. We're in the year of 2024. And if you had out of 100, you're about 1.5. Out of 100, 1.5. That's about where you at. In any type of understanding that has to do with the Ruach. And I can say that for everybody because of the mindset and how the prophecies identify you. See, when we say we awaken, we want to take the glory and the honor and the power out of that right hand and claim it like we somebody because we awaken. What have you awakened to? First and foremost, you first got to awaken to spirit and truth. You first have to wake up to the light. And once you get those two, guess what? You still ain't fully awakened because there's no awakening to the point where you are so dead sleep or you are so out of knowing anything because somebody, see, this is what they want to hold on to that because to say that I am awakened and if our people over here is not awakened, who's the middle guy? The heathens and Gentiles and Europeans. They kept us from realizing who our people are. They stopped us from knowing our history. They stopped this and they did this and they did this. And the kingdom said something totally different. That's strange to me. No, it ain't. It's not strange. It makes sense. The kingdom saying something totally different. Let me go here. Okay, Jacob, come work with me here, Jacob. Genesis chapter 49. Genesis chapter 49 and verse, we're going to start with verse 8. Jacob is dying. And he want to leave with all 12 of his sons where their mindset is going to be in the days. Ooh, no, you didn't go there. No, you didn't go there, Jacob. Yes, I did. He wasn't telling them where their mind was right then. He know they was a clown then when he was alive. He knows that. That's why he can leave such excellent prophecy. I mean, actually, in who they really are. This is their father. This is a seed of the Spirit telling these 12 sons really who they are, which their tribe is going to be, because the bloodline comes through the tribe. So he's telling them who their own tribe is going to, what it's going to be consist of, how their mindset going to stand. Let's go. Okay, now Jacob is passing away. He's giving it to Judah. He's telling Judah about himself. Judah, thou art he whom thou, verse 8, Genesis chapter 49 and verse 8, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Ever fighting, y'all. Ever fighting the enemy. Ever fighting. Okay? That's why when y'all run around here talking about they bothering us, they killing our men, they doing this and they doing that. If they would have been here and changed anything about them from who they really were, they might have, a lot of them might have survived. But when it tells, when Jacob is saying, thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Why is Jacob lying and they right today, but Jacob was lying yesterday? Now watch what Jacob said. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. See, you got to understand who's coming out of Jacob. Who's coming out of Jacob? The tribe of Judah. Yeshua is pulling up out of Jacob. Why is it Yeshua came for the lost house of Israel and for the tribe of Judah and the whole house of Israel? Why did he come to do all that? And today, Judah has put their foot and kicked him over the river. Why? Wait a minute. He's the Lion of Judah. How are you the Lion of Judah? How do you end up being the Lion of Judah? How are you wearing a stone and wood around your neck claiming to be the Lion of Judah when you don't even have the respect for the Lion of Judah? Because when the Lion of Judah pulled up, let me tell y'all something, y'all. The Lion of Judah, when he pulled up, he showed us all and how to walk upright just. He taught us how to seek Yah, how to know that he exists and how to tune into him. Yeshua showed us everything we needed to know. So every man that is in the tribe of Judah, you had a chance to know. Say your forefathers didn't follow the footprints of Judah, Yeshua. If you so awakened, why ain't you following them? You get the point I'm saying? They want to clown and say that they're awakening, but if you so awakened, why didn't you follow Yeshua HaMashiach? Even to today. They ain't followed not one way. They so busy talking about Torah. And see, in Torah, you don't follow the Messiah. See, y'all don't get it, do you? See, the newfound, it's been 25 years. The newfound religion, Hebrew Israelite, is a cult. It is a wicked form of a religion people set up in cults because they ain't following, notice, they're not following Yeshua HaMashiach, the one that came down here to show us how to walk up straight, to do this right, to do that, to do this and to do that. They over there in Torah where he is not. You get what I'm saying? They don't even understand who he is today, who he was yesterday. They bypass not only the Yeshua HaMashiach, they bypass his disciples who took on the Torah, the baton and wheeled us all in. They bypassed them. They want to hang out in Torah with David, Solomon, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Why? Because they got wives. They want to hook up on the ideal of polygamy, but here the Messiah came showing us how to walk upright, how to be just, how to seek ye the kingdom first, how to look for the Father in any and everything. But we didn't want that. So listen to what Jacob said. Jacob said, he says here in Genesis 49 and verse 8, thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Why? Because the tribe of Judah coming up out of there. Which is who? Yeshua HaMashiach. Now watch this here. Now why can't Judah have that respect for Yeshua HaMashiach? Now watch this here. Verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp, meaning a cub like, from the prey. My son, this is Jacob, my son, thou art gone up, and he stooped down, he crouches as a lion and as a old lion. Okay? Who shall arouse him up? Arouse means awaken. Nobody. Who shall? Jacob began to say, verse 10, the skeptical shall not depart from Judah, nor the lawgiver from between his feet, the Messiah, until Shiloh comes, and until him shall the gathering of the people be. So that's telling you, you run around here talking about awaken, wake up to that. You in a tribe and don't even understand the reason why your tribe is cutting up from the floor up. There's no such thing as awakening. You're not wakening people up to spirit and truth. You're not awakening people up to what is righteous. You're not awakening people up to the light. You want to awaken them up to what? What is there to awaken to? When Jacob said Judah's not going to even awaken. He's not going to arouse. He's not going to get up. That means awake. You all keep feeding each other this thing about awakening. Oh, we coming to the knowledge, baby. Ain't no knowledge lost but you. Ain't nothing of the Most High Yah lost but you. And the reason why you lost is because you reject knowledge. And he said you perish. That means you come into the world and go out with not even having the spiritual knowledge, nor the spiritual wisdom, nor the spiritual understanding from the Ruach. You come in and you go out. But yet you said today, within the last 25 years, oh, we awakening. You ain't awakened to nothing. That's just a word you use to get licensed subscribers. And that's what they've been doing ever since they've been on here. Let's call it awakening. Let's just use this word awakening. We awakening. Our people awakening. Stop lying. Your people ain't awakening. Take a good look around, y'all. And you ain't going to look around yourself. You ain't going to look what's going on in the world. The world lies anyway, but you know what don't lie? Is the Most High Yah. So if the world, if they doing, like he said to me, he said, Deborah, you saying they putting Judith all on the media. He chopped me down with one word. He said, no, it was two. I think it was two words. He said, are they doing it? What they're claiming? Are they doing it? And I said, yeah, wait a minute, hold up. So why do we want to make wrong right? You see, that's what's wrong with Judith. Now, the awakening it's no such thing of awakening. Let me tell you why. What would the sense be? Let's use Sister Deborah. I have awakened because the flesh of man told me it's a newfound religion called awakening, and I didn't awaken. Do y'all know what would be the purpose for him delivering us and taking us to the journey to the promised land and then cleaning us up if we down here trying to get glory and honor in a way that we want to be recognized because we awaken? What are you awakened to? You ain't doing nothing upright. You ain't doing nothing just. What are you awakened to? You don't know spirit and truth. You don't know the light. You ain't awakening to the light. You ain't awakened to spirit and truth. Just because you're awakening, because YouTube opened up a platform and you're going to the devil's platform and now you are awakened. There's nothing to awaken to, you guys. There's nothing to awaken to. That man has made a newfound religion as if they dispersing something in you so that you may have something and be able to run on. You can't run on because you ain't got nothing. They're not spilling in you, in your spirit, any spirit and truth. They're not telling you the truth of the whole matter. Now, I'm going back to what the Father was saying. Now, I'm kind of feeling sad toward what he's doing. Now, he's going to redeem us. He's going to bring us out. And what is that? what's that word that I was going to use? He's going to deliver us, okay? And he's going to rescue us. So if he's going to deliver you and rescue you and bring you out, somebody in the live chat tell me what is the awakening for then? What is this awakening? If the Father is going to deliver you, rescue you, and bring you out, then why are we trying to gain glory and honor for ourselves and our pages to manipulate our people that we have awakened? What have you awakened to? If you awaken to what the Father is going to do, that's what you need to be talking about. You need to be spilling out to these people that he's coming. He's going to rescue us. He's going to deliver us. He's going to gain back who he is. He's going to gain his glory back. He's going to gain his honor. He's going to be exalted once he bring us out and deliver us in Mount Zion. Why are we trying to get glory down here to our other? This is why you don't have, this is one of the reasons why you don't have, like I said, if you had 100, let's say 100 million, let's use 100 million. Out of that 100 million, you'd be lucky if you got 100,000 that is of the tribe of Judah, that knows that they are the tribe. The others don't even rest behind, because Judah has not set no example. He have not set no example to the tribe. The other 11 tribes, he have not set no example for example toward his other tribes. So what are these tribes? What do they have to look forward to? You saying it's awakening, and have y'all not seen what's across YouTube, Facebook, all this bickering and challenging and going after each other? That's all the men are doing. But y'all missed those other videos I just had about 3 videos ago. Chaos is in the land, and it's going to be chaos amongst your own tribe. And that's what they are breeding right now. Not just today, but no one's is watching. See, no one is on watch to really give you the upper hand of what really going on with our people. Why? Because our people so ignorant. They sitting here thinking it's more important to tell people that you are in the awakening, and these heathens and Gentiles, they said we are the people. Who cares about what they said after all they done? Who listening to them? Somebody need to answer me. Who's listening to what they said? Who cares about what they say? It is not going to change them, y'all. It's not going to change the way they act, the way they conduct themselves, the way they deal with you. The more the time get closer for y'all to come deliver us, the worse of you guys it's going to get. So when you're running around here thinking, oh, they finding out, they admitting it, they coming on nationwide television, said we the people, they in the pulpit saying that we are the children of the, I don't give a rat's behind what they saying. It ain't even worth a burnt pot of burnt beans, what they said. Too much glory still given to them. It's a mindset of Judah. And I know they love that dollar, and they trying to gain them likes and the subscribe so they can get a little check so they can feed their family. But baby, you're going to be a mess creek if he don't come. And they cut all that funds off from each and every last one of you all. Now, there's a lot of them out there stealing from people. People selling their houses and selling everything they got, bringing it, handing it to a man just to stay on his ground. A lot of them are doing that. Then you hear these other ones that ain't got no spirit and truth, no light, no anything about the Most High, y'all. Trying to form a community. Get somewhere and sit down, clowns. There's no such thing as awakening. Y'all, it's not going to awake you, allow you to be brought to any type of awakening that is spirit and truth, to the point where you'll be over here in spirit and truth, and then he taking you over there, taking you to the promised land from here. No, what I mean is that's the only way you awaken, to spirit and truth and the light. And then you sit your butt down and wait for the light to come, wait for him to take you and direct you out to where he's taking you. But if you're running up down here in the land of your captive, thinking you are awakening to something, you're enlightening to something that ain't never been sleep or never been in darkness. It's always been there. It's always been in us. We just still ignorant in our way of wanting to understand. But it goes back to what he said. They perish due to lack of knowledge. Because the knowledge, Deborah, they reject. So a lot of it still goes back to them. And this is the problem I was having with the book of Enoch, is I was trying to understand how could people even go into the book of Enoch. And I was like, Father, how could they be even up in Enoch when they don't even understand the study guide? You don't even have the understanding of the study guide. So how you all up in Enoch that was said to have been taken out of the study guide? But you over in Enoch and you can't even comprehend this. Because there's 2 or 3 things he said in here that shows that you still lost with the cause and without one. One is the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach, walking on the side of the right side of the Father of light, which is the Most High God. Now, how is Enoch knowing that they two separate in the kingdom? But down here, you got 95% of the tribe of Judah, cuckoo clock. We ain't worried about nobody else. I'm talking about Judah. Don't have the sense enough to put it into the right perspective. With Enoch book or without Enoch book, they still can't figure that thing out. So they battling with each other. They trying to, do you all know that these men are out here battling with, is Yeshua God and God Yeshua? Are they one or are they two? How did Enoch know that they were two and you still stupid? You see what I'm saying? So it leads me to understand. I said, Father, how is it he said it in his Enoch's book twice when he saw you coming toward him and you was in all white? And then he said, who is that on the right side of him? Who is that with him? And he was asking the angel that was showing him, that was standing there with him. And he told him that's the Son of Man. You see? So if Enoch knew the two, what's going on with y'all? You see what I'm saying? So this leads me back to what I was saying. They don't even know the instructions and direction. You know what that means? Your heart is so wicked and evil, y'all. That's what it means. Your heart is so wicked and evil, you can't seem to comprehend nothing. Not even spirit and truth knows that. You can't even comprehend the study guide where he says study to show yourself approved. Reason why he telling you to study, because when I pull up, I'm the true teacher. I'll pull up and pull in and teach you all things. Break this book up and down. Show you how I'm the word and these books are the words. I am the word that teaches you what these words are saying. You see? So what happened is I sit back and I say, wait a minute. When I first got into the book of Enoch and he went to talking about the day of Genesis and Genesis chapter 6 about the fallen angels, he didn't say nothing about fallen angels. He said the opposite. He said identical to probably 4 or 5 times that I broke it down to y'all. Those were sons of Yah from heaven. We had a mission. Enoch broke it down 100% the same way. And I'm like, but wait a minute, Father, Yah, wait a minute, hold up. So how is it they're saying Enoch did, Enoch did, Enoch did, and they don't even know nothing? He told me, remember, Deborah, why the gate is so narrow. I told you, very few shall find their end. And hey, I would never doubt that as long as I live, y'all. I would never doubt that. Because I'm like saying, now where I was wrong, I was wrong with where they talking about and the giants, and they was blaming everything on the giants. I was wrong with that because giants did play a big role in what they were doing back in the days of Noah. Why? Because let me break that down to you, because they said the other one I had to take it down because they say that they couldn't hear it. Well, let me share something with y'all. Do you all know that YouTube held that video. YouTube held that bad boy. I don't blame him though, y'all. I don't blame him. At least somebody got it. That's the first thing that came to me. I said, "Oh, Father, they know what it is. They know what I'm talking about, Father. They know. They know." And sometimes you get kind of, woo, because if they know, and you be on this devil platform teaching it as low as you can bring it down, and they don't get it, something wrong somewhere. And I'm like saying, look at them. They're giving me a hard time with uploading this thing. Then I was listening to it on my phone and it was dragging, you guys, all over the place, this video. And I'm like, I ain't finna take it down. I ain't finna take it down. Then I got 2 messages said that, okay, they can't hear my voice. And I said, wait a minute. I can hear it clear when I was on my phone. I'm like, see, they know. That's how I look at it. Good they are with who they are. Because, see, what they did is Enoch was taken out of here, not for the house of Israel or the tribe of Judah. Sit down, clowns. It wasn't for that reason. Enoch was taken out of here because the book of Enoch is identical to Revelation when John, I said John the Baptist, I didn't mean John the Baptist. When John, you went to the heavens in Revelation, you hear John from Revelation all the way down, he went to the kingdom, up in the kingdom. That's what John did, and saw all these things and all these things coming out of the sea and all these other things, creatures and so on. That's what John the Baptist did. You pull over here, here go Enoch. Enoch wasn't there, but he said it's for those to come. So what Enoch is sending is a message to Sister Deborah, not you. His message is the book wasn't for you all, it was for me. Why? Because the book is telling the Enoch is telling the just and the chosen. He's telling them what is going to come during that time, and so you would know what it is, what it is. And that's what he was doing. He was telling them he didn't experience it. Enoch didn't experience none of this. He was, hey, Father, how can you get a people to get this? I guess, like he said, it wasn't meant. Enoch wasn't sending any messages to you all. And when I say to you all, I'm not saying it to be negative. I'm saying that it is given to the servants of the Most High Yah, the chosen and the just. They are to take it and break it down so you can understand these powers that bees that's on the earth. Now watch me, hold on. This is why the whole world has lied about Enoch 100%. The first thing they're saying, fallen angels. Enoch is not saying fallen angels. These are angels called watchers from the kingdom. Same thing with Sister Deborah say, sons of God from the kingdom. They had a mission in them. Enoch said the angels of the Most High, of the angels of heaven, the watchers. They had a mission in them. Enoch saying identical to what I'm saying. So in my mind, I battle with the fact that how is it the whole world can't see this? Even the so-called awakening in the Hebrew Israelite, they can't see that the Father is one entity and the Son is another. But when they come down to the earth, they become one. They don't understand that either. So I'm like saying, well, wait a minute, hold up. Enoch is saying the same thing I'm saying. But why is it the world don't get it? It's amazing. When I keyed up fallen angels, AI couldn't tell you. AI will give you what Enoch said. Enoch didn't say that those are fallen angels. There's a difference from fallen angels and angels of the heaven. Praise the mighty Yah. You need to go back and find out what happened to the fallen angels. And in your study, find out where y'all got them now. Come on with it. Find out what happened to them. Okay? These angels were called from the kingdom. Where was their home? Watch this here. These angels in Genesis 6, They were angels of the heaven, okay, called watchers, okay. They were called from the kingdom to come down and be watchers on the earth. Now watch this, watch this. Where was their home at? Their home was back in the kingdom for eternal. See, they wasn't coming out here to get hell. Oh, praise the hallelujah. Their mission wasn't to come down here and be detached to the lake of fire. No, their mission was to be watchers as workers of the Most High Yah. Like I showed y'all 6 chapters that had the sons of Yah. Even when Job and Yah was with the sons of Yah, and Satan came in the midst. I was explaining, I showed y'all so many verses, no more than 6, I think it was, showing you the sons of Yah is not the fallen angels. But you can't get this world to not see it. Every book they have, every story they have, every pastor, every bishop, every priest, everybody calls them fallen angels. You're wrong. You're wrong. Why are they wrong, Deborah? Because you got to put it back in the criteria of the way heavens has orchestrated it. You cannot take it out of the order my Father in the kingdom assigned it to be. You see, and that's what they done. They took it out of the order. So in my little mind, I'm sitting here looking all these books. I'm looking up on Google everywhere. Where is these fallen angels? Why ain't it showing it in the Bible that they call fallen angels? Then I get to it, and guess what they say? There's no such thing as fallen angels. I said, but why do y'all teach that? Why is it preach that? Why is it interpret as that? Why is it why? See, the difference between fallen angels, the fallen angels fell from their first estate, which was the kingdom. Now, hear me now. Hear me now. The first, the fallen angels fell from their first estate. In the Bible, it does not tell you they fallen. It lets you know they down. Bam, chain up, down. You see, he letting you know I already chained they bad boys down. So if they came from the heaven, where are they at now? Down. You see? So that's why you can lock them into down. You see, if you want to say that they are the fallen angels. But what they thought was, this is what they thought. And this is very confusing. That's why I said, do not go into Enoch. Y'all don't go in there. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. Okay? Now, they went in and they took the fallen angels and could say it, since the angels of the heaven was assigned as watchers, and because they went into the daughters, now they are considered fallen angels. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that, sis. You can't do that. Because even them, they were assigned to a certain part of the earth, and they are bound, not down below where the fallen, where I ain't gonna even call them fallen angels. The first angels that lost their first estate with Satan, when they followed him, they're chained up. But these here angels are put in a location where y'all had the other angels to put them in location where they can't even move, y'all. And guess what? He said their location is there forever, ever until the day of judgment. And I'm taking them and putting them in the lake of fire. Why? Because you came down here to work the will of the Father. Your purpose was sealed that you are watchers. Come down here on the earth and watch over the earth. Watch over man. 200 of them. But when they saw what man was doing, they found pleasure in what they saw. They saw the daughters were fair or beauty, and they decided to do exactly what they saw man doing in marrying and taking daughters as wife, going into them and having children. So they decide as a whole, which it was not. The main captain told them, no, we're not gonna do that, y'all. We no, y'all gonna get me in a heap of trouble. But what? He ended up going along with them. Out of the 200, there were 12, I think it's 12 captains, chief, out of the 200. So the Father had it all orchestrated for them to come down here and be watchers over man. But they decided to come down here and say, hey, we're going to do what man is doing. And that's what they did. But that was not their heavenly position, because Enoch went on to say that when they came down here, they were the angels of heaven. They were called as Yah's. He didn't call them Yah. I like how he said the Lord of the light. I love that. I love that. But he said they are the Lord of the light. Okay, which is the Father, the Creator. And those are his angels that he had assigned to be watchers on the earth. But what they do, they got down here and they decide, how did they do it? You remember when they built the Tower of Babel? Okay, you got to see how they all worked on one accord. Well, that's what these angels did. They all 200 of them decide, okay, let's all do it, y'all. In a sense, we all doing it. See, doubling up. You know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do what we wasn't called to do. We're gonna get us one. And Enoch said each one of them had one wife. But what they did is they married them and they went into them and had children. Okay. Now the watchers were not, which I don't understand. These watchers were not just what you call they had a spirit and they were human form. You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it, when they went into the daughters of man, being so they weren't supposed to, so that was out of the order from the kingdom. And when they went into the daughters and had children, these daughters had children by these angels, and a lot of the children, not a lot, it didn't say a lot. Enoch didn't say a lot. He said they had some that was giants. So that's how the giants came in. As far as when Sister Deborah said they just using the giants to get away, that I was in error. I was in total error because I could not see how the sons of Yah can end up with the giants. Just call it what it is. You can't mix that flesh. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking you can't mix the son of Yah, the sons of Yah, with the daughters of man and get giants. I just couldn't digest that. So what the Father was showing me is that the giants came in once the sons of, not the sons, they ain't the sons. They are the angels of the heaven went into the daughters and took the daughters, and they what made them? I'm gonna show y'all something. What made them come on one accord, y'all? Anybody? What would make them come on one accord? What made them come on one accord was this. They were in unity. They were unified. You see what I'm saying? So this is the problem Sister Deborah has as a prophetess in the wilderness. When I see our men doing 100, I ain't gonna say 100, I say 95% wrong, and no man is got balls enough to turn around and say, wait a minute now, I'm staying for righteous. No, we ain't gonna have that. You don't have none of them going up against it. You don't have none of them going up against the righteous will of the Father when the tribe of Judah men are doing wrong. They all clings to him. Just like that Sanders guy. Remember that Sander guy? All the Hebrew Israelite, all the church men, all the so-called saved men, everybody clammed onto this bandwagon with this guy. What's it, that Sanders guy? You remember the one who was always trying to check women and said this about women, and they were all clamming on him, enjoying him. You see? Well, that's how these angels were. They decide, even though the head one told them, no, let's not do that. Y'all gonna cause me to have to live with the consequence. But he went along with him. He went along with him, and Enoch said his tail got they cement his butt somewhere, but they are all now can't move. They can't get out of where they at, but they still exist. They still exist in the spirit. They're still existing in spirit, and they're bound up to where they can't even move, y'all. So what Enoch was saying is that when they went into the daughters, y'all listen to this. This is off the chain. So when they went into the daughters and they started to have children, they had children and giants, okay, in the land during that time. So they were having them. What was wrong with it? Is they went into the man, the flesh of a woman, which was the sons of the daughters of man. Right then, those daughters and sons, those daughters and those men, they have their own seed, spirit of Satan or the spirit of what? Of Yah. When they went into them, they breathed wicked at the highest. You guys, they ushered everything in. Things from, where is my? They ushered so many things in It is off the chain. And guess how it came in, y'all? Through the children and the giants. All their children weren't giants, but they had giants as well, and they had children. Okay, but all of them was wicked and evil. So just imagine all of them going out and dealing with the sons of man and the daughters of man. Now they're tainting everything that's on the earth. That's why every imagination and the thoughts of man's were wicked and evil. So what was really going on? Did you all know? I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all might not have known. Enoch was talking about how they really cared for their children. Their giant children and their children. They really cared for their children. Guess what they taught those children to do? They was already wicked and evil. They taught them all the secret, not all of, yep, that's what it says. Let me say many secrets from the kingdom. This shows you right there that this is not the fallen angels, because Enoch called it the secret and the mystery. See, those angels that went into they are called watchers. When they went into the daughters, you all didn't understand. It wasn't the fallen angels, because the fallen angels don't have the mystery. You see, they don't have the secret of the kingdom. But the watchers had the secret and the mystery of the kingdom. But it was left in the kingdom. But what they did is they had children, and they brought their children up. And guess what they did, y'all? They taught their children, the giants and the normal sized children. They taught them the mystery and the secrets that's in the kingdom of heaven. They weren't supposed to do that, because it's not for you to come down and give these secrets to your children. And that's what the watchers did. That got them even in more trouble, to where they get an eternal lake of hell now. You see, because not only did they go into, and Enoch said they call themselves trying to do what man and the way man and woman marry and have a relationship and have a family. They enjoyed it. So they enjoyed it so much to where they start to teach their children and the giants all the mystery and secrets. It's called mystery and the secrets in the kingdom. That's why I tell y'all, don't estimate my father. You don't know him. You think you know him. Don't mess with him. You don't know him. He don't have to tell you everything. You ain't worth telling everything. He don't owe nothing to you. He tell you what he wants you to know. Not he tell you, you know what he don't want you to know. And that's what they did. That's why you know that they weren't fallen angels, to where they knew the secrets and the mystery. That's another example of how the world calls them fallen angels, and they weren't fallen angels when they were entitled to know the mystery and the secrets of the kingdom. So Enoch said that they took those secrets and those mysteries in the kingdom and taught them to the giants and their children. And that's when everything really went out, because they taught them how to let me say cutting roots. They taught them how to make knives, chatting, bracelets, eyebrows, ornaments, choice stones, charms, I don't know why, conjunctions. They taught them, oh yeah, they taught them about the moon, science. They taught them all of that. Now that leads, this is why I say that stay out of Enoch. Don't listen to these people about Enoch. When I began to see that it was talking about, they taught them wiz, sorcery, witchcraft, astronaut knowledge. Is it astronology, science, the moon? What is all that telling you? That's where they got it from, y'all. So what is I'm saying? I'm saying there is, I'm going to set it in a way that's it's going to blow your mind. There is 100 people Okay, let's say 100 men on the left side, and there is, let's say, 10 billion people on the earth. The 10 billion people are ran by the 100 people. Okay, they're ran by. That's why I say a lot of them. I kind of feel sad for people. No, I don't feel sad. Let me not. He don't want me saying that. People who don't understand Republican, Democratic don't mean nothing. You ain't never been, your vote never counted. None of that stuff means anything. And I don't know why they want everybody to think that, oh, it's so important. No, it ain't. They tell who going in, who going to debate each other, who going to fight with each other. But once I got it on my phone, where you see Biden and Trump sitting together, just having a ball, laughing, sitting right there next to each other like they best friends. And I said, see, Father, why is it the world can't see that? Why the United Snakes can't see that? So what happens is, you all didn't understand that what Enoch was doing, they might cut this video off, I don't care. What Enoch was doing, he was explaining to the just and the chosen that there was going to be, watch this here, these ones that's going to rule, and they're going to rule under that guideline of the spirits of the giants and the children of the watchers who went into the daughters. You see? And why? Because they the one gave their children and the giants the mystery and the secret in the kingdom. Now he breaks it down to you, and I'm telling you everything he was saying. But when they got to saying science, I said, there it is. There it is. I was trying to figure that out for the last 2 years. What's wrong with these guys? This tribe of Judah, all of our men are running to that science, you know, and all of that. Because see, what is connected to that science and always being is evil and wicked. Okay. And that's what the watchers showed their daughters and sons that they had born during this time. Now, I'm trying to understand, how could they have outlived the flood? They could have died in the flesh, but their spirit is still wandering. Because this is how y'all trying to figure out, how did this technology, how did this go to this, how did this is this, and how this is this? Because the watchers told the mystery and the secret that was locked in the heaven. And the Father didn't want us as human beings to be detached to any of that. One problem that I do see is that a lot of the stuff that they were saying, that the watchers taught their sons and daughter, and that was charms, bracelets, eyebrows, ornaments, and choice stones. And I'm like, these are all kind of things that a lot of women take to. But then, yeah, them choice stones. You remember, what is it that Marvel movies was about them stones? Let me tell y'all something. I'm telling you, if you start to put it, and I never did catch, I didn't look up what was cutting wood. They taught them how to make knives, and then they took on all that they had learned from their fathers, which were the watchers who went into their the women, the daughters of man, and had all these children. Now, and the children were wicked and evil, and they taught them also with their wicked and evil, they which was the giant children and the normal children. They taught them all, they were all wicked and evil. It wasn't that their fathers, which are the watchers, that was wicked and evil. Is they did a wicked and evil deed. They did something wrong against the Father, while they knew that their mission was eternal in heaven. They lost right then, and they got put in a location, and they asked the other angel, which was Michael and Raphael, I think it is, and another one. They asked them to go and ask the Father if he could just forgive them, and they did. They went toward the Father of light, and he said no. Let them know they're eternal. They're going to remain, and their eternal destiny is the lake of fire. Then Enoch said that they asked him. They asked Enoch, hear us. Can you tell? Can you take this to the Father of light and ask him to forgive us? And we sorry, we repent, and whining about where they was at because they couldn't get out. And Enoch went before what do you say, the the Lord of light, and he went before him and he told him no. Tell him again, no, no, no. So all the angels, Enoch, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, I think that's his name, Gabriel or whatever, they knew these angels, these 200 angels. They knew that they angels. They were all, servants of the Most High. They knew them. That's why they went to the throne on their behalf. Then Enoch went to the throne on their behalf. So that shows you that these angels were not fallen angels. These were angels that was mission for the kingdom. It's just that it got with woman and the daughters of man and laid with them and had children and giants with them, and they end up having the earth loaded with a level of wickedness, and they taught them all. They taught them all kind of mysteries and secrets that the kingdom only hold, and that's how they learned to do a lot of things. So when you see these 100, watch this here. You see these 100 men on this side. How can they be ruling 10 million people? 10 billion people. How could that be, Father, y'all? How could that be? Because the spirits are giving them and has given them the lowdown on the mystery and and taught them the things which they knew that their fathers had taught them through generation and through generation, to where those same spirit might be also still resting on the earth. But the ones that lost their first estate with Satan, they got their tails chained up. They ain't getting out of nothing. On time they gonna come up if he uses them in Revelation. Outside of that, you ain't getting your butt up either until he let you up. But what we are doing is we're pretty much painting the picture based on what the heathens and Gentiles are wanting us to know, and we're reading into it. And what I did not like about Enoch is I didn't hear Enoch speak on men, and I have an issue with that. When I see him talking and I don't see him categorizing, hey, what happened to men? What happened to the men? You don't see nothing that breed from that standpoint. And I said, wait a minute, but who are you giving this information to? Who is this information that you are to give to? The just and the chosen. Who are you in heavens? The just and the chosen is not male nor female. You get what I'm saying, y'all? You see what I'm saying? So I'm like trying to figure out who are these chosen and just that's supposed to know these things. You see what I'm saying? And if man is on the earth and they don't know it, then something is wrong. What happened that the men don't know and don't understand it in the order of the way that he speak it? And it's very, very confusing. And then he said that they taught the angels that went into the women, they taught them all this, like I said, science and the moon, showing you these were things that y'all didn't want us to be caught up in. You see? He didn't want us to be caught up in all this chatting and whiz and sorcery. And this is how they have won the 10 million on this side. That's how they got the 10 million in control, because they got the power of the angels that have given them a lot of insight of what the kingdom has, the secret and the secret and the mystery in the kingdom. So they shared it with the wicked ones. That's why they could kill people. They all these here people who Jay-Z them and Beyonce. I know this, but you all don't pay no attention to it. They couldn't get out if they tried, y'all. These people can't get out of what these people got them in. It's either one way out, death. That's their only choice. And then the choice they give them is not the death. Okay, Beyonce, the death of you. I'm going to kill mama, daddy, and your children. And I'm going to start with your children first. That's how they rumble, you guys. That's how they gain the sacrifices of their children. That's how P. Daddy got so invested to where you begin to sell out. Okay? And you begin to become as they are. Numb to murdering, numb to violence, wicked and evil at its highest. You become numb because you know you only have one choice. If you join them, because you can't beat them. And the only way you're going to live if you join them. So I understand all that in its fullness. Why these people, Oprah, she couldn't get out if she tried. She couldn't. These people are not that. Their heart is not where y'all think it is. It's where they had to sell out their whole spirit to this wicked and evil because there was no other way out. And it started with first using, putting them in positions, and then money brought them to one level, to the next level, to where, okay, you in there, we gave you this. Now your way out, you're not allowed to do anything for your nation of people. Tyler Perry, don't do nothing for your nation of people. Y'all never understood why all these people got all this money. Jay-Z's supposed to be one of the richest, young black men. Why is it they never do anything for their people? That's why the threat, the warning is too heavy, y'all. And I understand it to the fullness, but that's them sold themselves out, and it didn't really have a choice. It's either life and death. That's why they also, through the power of threatening them, they take out somebody in their family just to let them know we are serious business. Okay, that's how they rumble, y'all. And see, we down here and we thinking, oh, we awaken and we are this and we are that, and we don't even understand the type of chaos that's here on the earth. So if you're going to awaken to something, let it not be stupidity. Let it not be stupid stuff. Let it be something that has to do with he that hold all power. How about that? Let it be something like spirit and truth with the light of the Father in your right hand. Let it be something worth waking up to instead of this clown mess. You see? So with Enoch, he wasn't sending a message to you all. The book served no purpose. They were trying to erase. They were trying to get the book out of the way for somebody like me that can see that the book was warning me of them. Praise the mighty Yah. That's what it's all about. Okay, let me show you an example. Remember I said to you all, stay away from Enoch and all those lost books. Why did I say it? It don't redeem you. It don't save you. It don't deliver you. It don't fool you with the Holy Spirit. It can't do nothing for you. It ain't created to do anything for you. It is created for the just and the chosen to be warned of the ones that's 100 leading 10 million. That's worth being warned. That is worth it. It makes all of it makes sense. The reason why I can say even about Oprah and Tyler Perry and all of them, I don't have no problem with what they're doing and how they're doing it, because y'all don't understand. You're not in their shoes. You don't know the way that these 100 is allowed to play the game. Okay? All these people didn't die. Michael Jackson, Prince, and when they died, what happened? The tribe of Judah didn't say a monkey word. See, this is the nation that these people come out of. See, they know that if we get you the way we get you where we want you, your nations, where the people you come from, they ain't gonna give a rat's behind about you no way. So they had Michael Jordan father, Kanye West mother, James Brown's wife. Baby, I can go all the way down, and it makes sense that when Enoch is talking, he's talking to someone to warn them about the ones that's going to use these same spirits that was back in the days of Noah. Those are the spirits that are over here, the 100 on the left side that's ruling the world. That's why they got all this technology and all this ability to do this. When you go and you in the search of Enoch, and I ain't gonna say go there. I can't say go there. Enoch is talking about what the mystery and the secret in heaven. So when you go to, let me explain to you what I'm saying. You go to Revelation chapter 10. And in Revelation chapter 10, this is also what we discuss. We discuss what was going on in Revelation chapter 10, where this angel, let me get it. Okay, Revelation chapter 10 and verse 7. Here we go again. Listen to this. Revelation chapter 10 and verse 7. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall blow, when he shall begin to sound, when he begin to sound, listen to this, the mystery of Yah shall be finished. So if that's why I was telling you all, we can't deal with the Most High Yah like we know him from A to Z. We can't deal with him like he has to share any and every. It is so much. What did I tell you all? Give or take, give me 10 to 20. If he was consist of 100, I know, give me 10 to 20. That's it. Sister girl, that's all I have, y'all. I don't have no more than that. Okay. Outside of that, I'm just up Mess Creek. Okay. So in Revelation chapter 10 and verse 11, Revelation chapter 10 and verse 7. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, watch this here, the mystery of Yah shall be finished. His mystery shall be finished. And I told y'all that over and over. He's not coming to give you no new revelation. He's not coming to give you a new this and a new that. He's not coming to show you this and to show you that. He ain't even coming to show you the way out. He coming to throw up and throw down with that right hand power. And whatever he do with that, you'll be getting up out of here with it. Okay? But it ain't gonna be giving you a choice to be able to stand here and tell people we're gonna go this way, we're gonna go this route, we're gonna cross over here, and we're gonna go this way, we're gonna end over here, and the ship gonna take us here. It ain't for you. Shut your ugly mouth and stop clowning. You don't know the way. Only one knows the way, and that's the Most High Yah, because he prepared it. So as you see in Revelation chapter 10 and verse 7, hear the end of this here. The mystery of Yah shall be finished when the seventh angel blows the sound. Yah's mystery shall be finished. Watch this here. As he has declared to his servants, the prophets. This is why you're going to have a lot of false prophets coming, because they're out to deceive you in many ways, shape, and fashion, so you won't know and won't hear from the true prophet. And that's what you're getting. The other day, I was on YouTube and I looked on there and saw all those female prophetess. I said, every last one of them need to sit their tails down. Every last one. That's just out of order. How can we be so great in order as prophetess and none of us said nothing? None of us giving him the glory nor the honor. None of us said anything to the people or to the house of Israel, to the tribe of Judah, or to the world not to the world, because he ain't gonna send his prophet to warn the world nothing. They just gonna get what's coming. Okay. So I like what he said, what is said here in Revelation chapter 10 and verse 7, because he says, as he declared to his servants, the prophets. You're not going to interfere with Yah serving the prophet. You can clown all you want and thinking you know false prophets from the real one. The only way you know the real ones, and I'm going to tell you the truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter, if the real one is trying to teach in a way, not teach, but speak in a way that you may see the spiritual realm of the Most High Yah. Same thing. Let me give you an example. Same thing Enoch doing. Enoch ain't telling you, showing you the rule of the world. He's showing you the kingdom. Same thing with John in Revelation. He ain't showing you the rule of the world. He's showing you the kingdom. Those true prophets is going to be coming to show you what the kingdom has prepared. And because Enoch was for the elect, for the chosen, for the just, and he came down here, his mission was to make sure that he get word to them so that they would know who's ruling this earth and what order and how and which direction it come from. That's why these pastors can't stand to be. They are pastor for a minute and give them the 10, 15 years, they're homosexual. Everybody that gets into stuff, and I'm not just talking about TD Jakes. I'm talking about he's not the only one. It's thousands of them. This is what they do now. Because they really wasn't who they said they were. They was who you wanted them to be. And that was your pastor. Somebody you can trust. And he tell you put your trust in no man, but you can't deal with that. You got to have a man to trust. You go right ahead, trust in them. All of them that you need to. Get what you got to get. Because, bro, it's over. Sis, it's over. So, when I see that and I see what is not Ezekiel, I see what Enoch is, and they took, this is what they did. They knew what Enoch was doing, y'all. See, this is why y'all blind. They took the book of Enoch out and made movies for the last 50 years, capping a lot of things he said and put them in movies. You can go back and see movies, but see, I can't ask you to go back because you would have to go into Enoch. And a lot of them, what our people, what tribe of Judah do, they run in there and they get Enoch and saying, oh, Enoch this, Enoch, sit your tail down. You don't know a thing about Enoch. Enoch ain't coming here to tell you nothing. Enoch is for those who are called as the chosen and the just, the servants of the Most High Yah, to let them know who's ruling it all from the beginning. You hear a lot of people talking about all the elites and the elites and elites. Yeah, that's monkey mess right there. That's the ants. This power that bees is in 100. You got 100 ruling 10 million. That's deep. That's deep. That's real deep. 100 men ruling 10 million people in the world. That's deep. That's deep. And they calling the shots from the beginning to the end. So where is this coming from? It's going back to those angels back in the days that the angels went into the daughters of women, and they had children and giants. These spirits has to be here supporting them. And they have to be going into a demonic ritual to bring all of that back. To gain the power. That's why they do this thing about drinking blood and sacrificing babies and taking women parts out of their stomach and eating certain things. See, they trying to get those spirits to give them more and more and more information. And what happens when them spirits give them the secrets and the mystery and more and teach them how to do it? Guess what happens? They gain power, y'all. Power. So it's real. It's power that they're gaining. They're gaining the power to rule this world. So this is what Enoch was really for. So when they took it out, they didn't want you to know what Enoch was saying about them. Does that make sense? So they didn't take it out because the Hebrew Israelites or the tribe of Judah, the house of Israel. They didn't take it out for you. You ain't got sense. You ain't never had no sense. Only sense you're going to get is when you get to Mount Zion and he give you some sense because you ain't got none. You're just too ignorant to read Deuteronomy 28 endgame to see that you done lost it 100. So when you go back there and you say, dang, that lady wasn't lying. He said, we're going to be destroyed. That's why. Only way he going to be brought and only way he going to gain back that authority on the earth is when he restore Israel. But Israel has to be in a position so bad to where she needs to be redeemed. She needs to be, what's that word I use? Let me see that word I use. It's another word. Let me get it first. She needs to be delivered. She needs to be rescued. Israel. That's how bad it's going to get. That's why it says, and the nations, the whole nations, all nations should hate you. Because that name going to bring you on out. For his name's sake. He going to bring, not for your sake. No, bro. No, sis. You've been as ugly as you really have been to the Most High Yah since the beginning. But when he bring you out and they see what he's going to do with you, then they're going to turn even away from their own gods and say, truly, this is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We believe. For you are the I am. And that's where he's going to get exalted. That's where he's going to get magnified. That's where he's going to be glorified. It's when he clean Israel up. But he's not going to clean your tail up till he gets you to that land. And the land itself is going to be prepared to renew you in every shape, form, and fashion. Y'all going to be in the midst, y'all. You see? His right hand, his stretched out arm, his glory. And all they going to know is, hey, start to exalt his holy name. The nations, y'all, do you hear me? They're going to be exalting his holy name. But see, you all want to try to make him look wrong by coming down here on this darn earth like these ignorant angels, trying to get all this glory on this earth and knowing you ain't entitled to nothing. Why is it he can't get the glory for who he was, who he is, and who he's going to be? Why do we have to be the one that have to be the lights and to strive and to praise? We don't need nothing. We need our tails whooped by the Most High, y'all, for disrespecting him, dishonoring him, and profaning his name. For so long have we. But we want to stand on this here, in this land of our captives and say, I'm awakening. What are you awakened to? You don't know nothing. That's why he said they perish due to lack of knowledge. That means, Deborah, they're going to come in and go out. Ain't going to dare touch what you know today. Because they rejected 24. And I think of, and I said, now, what was the purpose of Enoch coming if these people then took it out? He said, Deborah, that's why I said I'm not, this here is not the word. Because they took this and smeared it all over the place. Every denomination and religion, group, camp, academy, priest, all of them, then lied all on this book. Interpreted it the wrong way, placed it and wrapped it around what they believe, their denomination, what they believe. Oh, we the people, we the Jew. Mary is the mother, and all. I mean, you know how Catholics be honoring Mary and all that old trash. So that's why this book cannot be the word. That's why when Enoch say he saw him that sits on the throne get up and walk toward him. He is the Lord of light. See, y'all don't get it. So we give ourselves too much glory, give ourselves too much honor. So what? You got a Facebook and a YouTube. Sit your tail down and learn something. Maybe a little bit. Because we're going to have to get up out of here. And you're going to wish you would have had something in your backpack. Because your YouTube ain't going to help you. Your husband, your wife, your children, your mama, your grandmama, your granddaddy, your brothers, your sisters, your brothers in the camp. They're going to kill you before it get to that time anyway. Y'all just don't know it, but that's what it's going to lead to. Why? Because there's no unity. There's division among Judah. And because they reject knowledge to see it, you know, insight to behold it, because it's right there in their face and they calling it right and everything else is wrong. I was when I was a chef at BJC, I was a chef there. And when I went in there, I was the only young chef at that time. They had women had been there 40, 45 years, you know, real older ladies, barely can get around. And I sit back and I think about how I had a really good point, and I think about them all the time back in them days. But I just I'm trying to figure out what it was I getting ready to say, and it had to connect to when I was working there and I was a chef there, and see this little old lady and forgot just that quick. I guess it wasn't something y'all want me to expound on, but it had a connection to what I'm talking about. But so much for that. But what else was there? Something else I had to talk about. The crime, the killing and the crime is before us. And like I say, a lot of you all are not beholding these sort of things that's actually taking place. And it's okay. It's okay. But know that it's coming to your door. And I'm not saying it as a threat or I'm just saying it to let you know that I'd rather see it somewhere else and know that it exists than to deny any of it is taking place And then when it hit my door, what's going on? Somebody bothering me. Hey, 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 hey. Ain't anybody bothering you. This is a mother of 6 adult children, 2 daughters and 4 sons. So when I speak unto you, I speak even unto my own. And I know if anything has to go down, I already know who got my back, just like he had my front and every side. That means if I have to fall to the ground and cry, mope, and whatever, I know I ain't gonna fall alone. I'm gonna fall and he gonna catch me. And he gonna be down there until I get up. You see? So I'm just telling you, that's who the Most High is to me. He's that one that prepared me for whatever there is that come. And even though it seems like it's so much that's before us, and even though many don't see it, but it's there. And I am one to tell you, hey, this is no play. And he is so correct when he said he gave me the endurance spirit. I was like, I'm sure thank you, because I need it. And it helps me to accept the things that I cannot change. I cannot move the things that he have set before me that's coming, not coming. I need to stop saying that is before us. And it's not going to get what you all are really thinking is going to get better. No, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. Why? Because 99.9 running around here thinking everything is peachy keen, everything is good, everything is, or it can't get no worse than this, or and knowing that it's not worse before them. But they have to understand what does it look like for now. This is what I'm saying, not Sister Deborah. I'm not speaking of me. What does it look like if it's said that judgment starts with the house? What do that judgment look like, Father, y'all? What do that judgment look like? Just think of that. And you want to start with the house. He's meaning the house of Israel. What does that look like? Being so we look like we've been being judged for 400 years. What do that judgment look like? You see what I'm saying, y'all? Y'all got it bent up. That's why I said it can't be an awakening. He's dealing with the house of Israel. So therefore, he's judging the house of Israel. So you being awakened don't mean to rat behind. You only awaken to your stupidity, because you haven't awakened to spirit and truth nor the light. But you want people to think that their awakening means knowing who you are. After you know who you are, then what? What's the deal? They ain't gonna treat you no better. You ain't getting out of here. You still in captivity. What's going on? What's going on with knowing who you are? It's because he said that they got this high and mighty skeptical going on about themselves, that they are the we are the, and don't even understand you ain't nothing after all the way you have done the creator himself, and you have the audacity to be on this earth thinking being an Israelite or being a tribe of Judah is all that on this earth, in this land, in this captive. You got a problem up here. How you all that in the land of your captive? You don't even, be honest, y'all, they don't even own what they got. That's the truth of the whole matter. To tell the truth and shame the devil. That's the truth of the whole matter. Most of them got you all thinking they own something. They trying to lease to purchase, lease to buy. And you got these other 3 guys got together. Now listen to this. I think they got like 15 acres, something like that. They talking about they got 15 acres and they finna start a community, a homestead. How in the rest behind you starting a homestead or a community with 15 acres and it don't belong to you? What heathen then told your stupid tail to go get a land and you can use it for whatever you want to use? Is stupid. See, that's what I'm telling you. The mindset of Judith, these people, the turmoil in which they have gone through, much of it, a lot of it, they have brought it on themselves. Because if they just would have just called on the name of the Most High Yah, and I don't mean the name as the name as the name. But you know what? Let me tell you something. Say, for instance, if I'm Deborah Brown, okay, and you call on my power, I got a lot of power, and you call on that power of Deborah Brown, and it show up and show out. That brings you to a different relationship to Deborah because you tried her by her power. So when you're running around here trying to nail the name and know the name and know the name, y'all missed the power. And it can't be done. So run around here with the name without the power. You're talking to yourself and don't know it. See, that's what they didn't teach these people. They didn't teach them first come the power with the name and the name with the power. When the word was spoken, the power backed it up. When the word was spoken, the power backed it down. When the word was spoken, the power brought it forth. So the same way with the power is its name. That's like Jacob when he wrestled to the dawn of day, a day of dawn or whatever, because he wanted a blessing. When he finished, what did he say? I seen him face to face. He ain't seen nobody. No man have seen him. He ain't seen nobody. He's telling you that power he wrestled with gave him victory. Praise the mighty Yah. He says, when that ruach come in you, he didn't say you're going to receive the name. He didn't say you're going to receive the name. When that ruach come in you, you're going to receive the name. He said you're going to receive power. See, that's what Yeshua was trying to teach our men, and they missed it. That you want to mimic the sex life of David, Abraham, Jacob, Solomon. How about mimicking their spiritual walk with Yah? How about that? How about that? Can you do that? No, they can't do that. That's too much like right. They can't do that. So they got to go over here and say, I got to do polygamy. They did polygamy. I got to have many wives. I got to be able to be a ruler, king, and leader. Okay. How are you all that in the land of your captives? When was David, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? And when was Solomon, all of them in captivity? Somebody needs to talk to me. That's why I'm saying they're mimicking their own flesh mind thought of who these men were. They didn't know that these men are spiritual seeds. See, they're too ignorant to know that. They thinking they can be like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They can be like Solomon, be like David. No, you cannot. Heaven called them to be spiritual seeds. And if you're not called to be a spiritual seed, you need to stand down, clown, and recognize who you are. You're the opposite. Because spiritual seeds knows how to walk upright with Yah. They know the voice of Yah. They know the power of Yah. David sitting here hooping and hollering all up Psalms and Proverbs talking about the power of Yah. And then y'all got y'all tails here today. Don't give him his power, no glory, no honor. David knew what that power was. He knew that power was he that sat on that throne. He knew that power was the one that he give all glory and honor and praise to. David knew that. What's your problem? What's your problem? And then you sit here on nationwide television talking about you awakening. You's a fool, you's a fool, and you's a fool. Because what are you awakened to? You don't understand the power. You don't understand the name. You don't understand the word. But yet, you're awakening. What are you awakened to? What are you awakened to? Well, since you're awakened, do you realize you're still in captivity? Have you awakened to that? I don't think so. So the best thing we all have going for us is that the Most High Yah is coming for what is his. And that's when he's going to get his glory reestablished on this earth. That's where his honor, that's where he's going to be exalted and magnified when he do a work in Judah, in the house of Israel. When he do the work within that house of Israel in Mount Zion. They're going to be hooping and hollering when they see the land. They're going to know something going on up there. They're going to know something up on that hill. They're going to know it. And when you finish running your mouth talking about you awaken, when you finish running your mouth talking about how awakened you are, until you understand what that power is, you not only sleep, you dead. Awaken to that. How about that? How about that? Try that a little bit. Because see, that's what you did. You denied the power all the way up until today. Here we in the year 2024. Y'all running around here denied the power 100%. Then run around here talking about you awakened. To what? Because a white man said you are the true Jews. Oh, so you awaken, huh? Because you know that you are Israel. So you awaken, huh? When if you know you're Israel and you know you're the true Jews, do you know how ugly you been? Do you know how ugly you are? Do you know how ugly you're gonna be? Because he said he's dealing with the judgment on the house first. So do you know about that? Well, what have you awakened if you don't know that? Where is the power? Where is your power you're supposed to have once you receive him? Where is it at? No, it ain't what it. See, a lot of people get this bent up and bent down, just like that Dow's guy. He's sitting here with all that he have, and y'all are too blind to see everything he has is what he took for everybody else to get. And people thinking this man got something, and these women wanted to be married to him because they thinking he got something too. They think he P Daddy, or Diddy, or whatever his name is. See, they looking at the riches and the materialistic. Same thing with the men on his church farm, his cult camp. They looking at what he have. That's what they see. They know it ain't no anointing and it ain't no appointed in there. They know it cannot be the power of y'all in him, but they want what he got. They're favoring him. Like Diddy, all those people that allowed Diddy to do all that nasty stuff to them and they just wanted a piece of the pie. And they got what they wanted. And that's why any court should throw all that trash out. Because if y'all would have stopped it, it wouldn't have been the next person that he had got away with it. It would have stopped him in his tracks. But y'all went, even Cassie, all of y'all went along with it all these years. And I hope that every last one you live with it, because you got with it. You did all the stuff that he wanted in the name of wanting what he had, wanting a piece of the pie. And that's what all of them do. Why do you deal with stuff like that? Because you sold yourself out to the Satan. I said myself, just give me what I need, give me what I want, give me what I desire, and I'll do anything for you. That's what they did. You see, and I don't think people who go along with it for years or a year, 2 years, and think that, okay, now I want you to punish this individual for what I was involved in. You've been on Dow's farm all those years, 2, 3 years. You that bad apple that fell from a bad tree. How about that? How about that? You ain't no different than the apple, the tree itself. You see, because you hung on to the tree. Same thing with that guy he's dealing with, Rufus. He's worse than Dow, because he put up with him 14 years. So he would have to be worse, because he don't have what Dow's have. So he don't have that. So he would have to be worse. Steal an apple, trying to get what the tree got growing on it, and ain't gonna get it. And then what it do? It fell off the tree and ain't no different than the tree itself, or worse. So anybody in the live chat, we got 5 minutes for questions. If you have any questions, Ezekiel 18, if you have any questions, or you might even have the answers. That's just as good. Questions, answers, Ezekiel 18. Let me see if that's one. No, that's something else. Psalms 18. That's Ezekiel 18. Any verse? Ezekiel 18, did you have a verse on that? That's beautiful. Yep, that is. Zechariah 14:9. That's saying, I don't know if you know, that's saying a very powerful statement. You don't hear too many people talk about it. Zechariah 14:9. Oh, it's a dash on the side. 14:9. And you said here, and the Lord shall be king over all the earth in that day. Y'all hear that? In that day. We got to get that to him now. We got to praise and glorify him now. We got to honor and appreciate the fact that that day is coming up on us. Glorify him now. You see what I'm saying? Because He's telling you how he's going to be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Lord and his name one. You see, he's going to bring everything into the oneness so we can recognize, look, I'm the one. I am that I am. You see, and that's what it says. It says that the heathens and the Gentiles and all nations is going to say that he is the I am. And they're going to exalt his holy name. And that's all other nations. I thought that was deep. Was that a and you know what? I think that's a good thing too. When you talk about how you separate, I think it's a good thing to even get some sense here for yourself, you know, because it's like we got to get here to be able to just tell someone anything, because we are falling into the same trap where nobody wants to confront one another. You know, when we shouldn't be doing this. We should look. He's coming to get us, and we clowning. Come on now. We killing each other. We come on now. Oh yes, it's a gift from the Most High Yah to come from among them. Yep, that is true. You say the sins of the fathers using us, passing judgment on other men is not for us. The sin of the fathers. When he says the sin of the fathers shall visit the children of the iniquity in the of their iniquity of the fathers, 3 to 4 generation. The reason why it's important that we own that thing is because he said we are here because of our forefathers. To deny that we are in a land of our captives was because, so who we gonna say it's because of? Yeshua HaMashiach? Well, maybe David did it. Okay, when Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, this is your fault. Okay, why not own that thing? Own the fact that we're here in the situation we're in because of our forefathers. That's what you call awakening. There's no such thing as awakening. No such thing. But if you want to awake to something, that means open your eyes so you can see. You can see the light. That means that you have to be open your eyes so you can see the light. But if you're just awakening to stupidity, you lost with the cause and without one. Forefathers, the sin of the forefathers is known in Deuteronomy 28. And not just in Deuteronomy 28, throughout even the New Testament, he talks about the situation we are in because of our forefathers. It's what you call not deny it, but own that thing. And that's where the problem is, and that's where it's going to remain, just so he can judge Israel, just the house, just where he planning on judging them. It's going to hit them where they least expected. Because while they're sitting saying, I'm awakening, we are awakening, we know who we are. And yet, if you knew who you were, you would know that you are ugly people and have been since the beginning of time. You see what I'm saying? So we have to also own what our forefathers did, admit to it. Okay, our forefathers did all these things that caused us to be where we at, and we became worse than they are. Own that thing. That's what it's called, owning it. And once you own it, it's a level he takes you from there. He takes you to a different level because you're saying to him, now, Father Yah, Sister Deborah is talking this, but my glasses is screwed. I'm seeing this thing when I read it. I'm seeing that this is where we brought ourselves. I'm seeing how you have, because of what we did, you brought this on us. And salute that bad boy and keep it going. You don't have to wobble in it and stay in it, but keep it going. But to run around here and blame everybody for why you where you at, that ain't gonna get it. You're gonna remain right where you at. That's all I could say. Uh, that's all I could say with that. So we have no questions, I guess. Illuminaries. That's another thing. Illuminaries. I got to find out because I don't care for that word because it bothers me when I heard it in Enoch because I know you all don't know nothing about this, but the powers. Let me see. The elites, they're above the elites. The elites is the middleman, but there's a higher level than them. They're getting all these programs. I don't know if y'all know that. This talking about the Illumina. I think it's Illumina, Illumini. It's two or three different. They calling everything Illumini. I need to find out what is the luminaries in the realm of the heaven. So I believe that they are using that word to capture the light, to capture the brightness, and to capture the sun, the moon, the things that brings the light. And this is what they're calling organization. Because I know I had to go into this program with my son and put it on his phone, and he had to do his forklift testing and everything on the phone. But it was a company which took over this large company, big company on around the four corners of the United States, and I think they might be in other countries. I don't know, but they're calling themselves the Luminaries. And I'm like saying, wait a minute, why are these different companies all over the world are using that word? You see what I'm saying? And I'm like saying, what does that mean? So when I'm looking, I think it means bright, sun, moon, and the light. So what are making the darkness use that name, those names that have to do with luminaries? Why are they using that? Why are they using that in this day and time? Every enemy has to mimic the action of Yah. They have to mimic the action of the Most High Yah. And they do. I ain't gonna say they do a good job because we as humans allow them to be manifested through us in the way we do things, the way we think, in the way we move about the earth. We've given them such, they are so comfortable. And now listen to this, had we that are the just ones and the chosen had really understood what was going on with the words that was left here for us, someone else took the words and they gone running with it. They wasn't even entitled to the book of Enoch. They took Enoch out so that you all would know those 100 that's ruling the world, that's controlling the 10 million. That's why they took it out. So you won't know the mystery and how they got the ability to be 100 people ruling 10 million. Oh, Father, I'm in trouble now. I'm in trouble because I'm going to tell you something, y'all. If you didn't catch that, you ain't going to catch it. So while they running around here, oh, they took Enoch. Why did you concern about them taking Enoch book out? You too ignorant to know why they took it out. See, you have to go, okay, if they took it out, what was the purpose? That's my first charge when I go before y'all. I'm going to look into here. Is it be okay for me to look into here? Go right ahead. And he showed me something that was really neat. And it cost me to do it within the 4 hours. It worked really fine. The first thing I saw, I said, well, wait a minute. This ain't for people. This ain't for people. I realized that instant. Wait a minute, this ain't for, and even, I said, even those that went in and felt that they can get into this book and know it, that's why they screwed. That's why they didn't get the mystery or the whole mystery of the purpose of Enoch and the mystery therein, because it wasn't for them. It was given to certain ones to be able to break it down to many so that they can understand. Because really, who in the live chat can tell me how is it that 100 people can rule 10 million people on the face of the earth? Come on, talk to me. Flesh and blood, y'all. Y'all, I knew y'all didn't get it. That's what I'm trying to get you to. I'm trying to get you to see that how did 100 people rule 10 million? 10 billion, not million, 10 billion people. How could that be done? No, you can't get it, can you? You never grip it. See, this is the sort of stuff that we should be. This is the level we need to be at, where we're not trying, we're understanding the end game of all things, of all games. Because don't forget, a lot of chaos is in the land, and it's going to be chaotic. But to understand it is the most beautiful thing, because now your backpack's so full, somebody run up on you, you'll have enough word to just give them what they need to know. And they'll say, thank you so much, and take off running. Because you give them enough food that they can just take what you give them and take off running. Because it'll be like they be taking these energy drinks and pills so they can stay up and work hard faster and all this old stupid stuff. Okay, that's what's in your backpack. That's what should be in your backpack. Word of spirit and truth with the light. You can pull up and say something to somebody. Well, wait a minute. They say, well, wait a minute. Hold up. What church you go to? Where you come from? What can I fellowship with you? That's what they would. If your backpack is full, this is what people will say to you. When they come up, somebody come up, or you standing in line and somebody say something, you say something, you're going to see people looking at you like, I never thought of it like that. That's when you're loading your backpack up with the things to be able to support someone. It'll live. Let me close this door. It'll live with them the rest of their life. Yep, it'll live with them the rest of their life. That's the best food for the spirit. It's what's in your backpack. But it's not. It was not because of Israel. It was not because of Judah that was taken out of the book. It was to keep people who are called as the chosen ones to get the mystery and the secret. And what is it? What is it? When Sister Deborah stepped in it. Now watch this here. Let's say you got 1 million people who read Enoch. Out of the 1 million people, I will be the only one explaining to you exactly what I'm explaining. There could be others that are the chosen, so I can't say that. But I can say to you, very few. Why? Because they done made this book everything that it ain't. Okay? It's to enlighten the chosen ones. We are to know that the whole world is being ran by a few people. When they had that thing that happened it started in 1990, 2019, 2020, 21, and 22. That the thing that hit. Everybody know what I'm talking about, that COVID. Who in the world? Now see, that's I know y'all ain't there. Y'all ain't nowhere near it. Watch this. Who in the world can cause something like that to hit the whole world? Start at one time and end at the same time. The whole world, outside of the 100 powerful punch that rules the world. Y'all don't get it. You still don't get it. It ain't meant for you to get. So don't beat yourself up because you don't get it. Enoch wasn't meant for everybody that got it. They even lied Enoch. Oh, he come to tell us the house of it. They took our history out of our book. They took all the lost books and Enoch. Look, you ain't got no business reading Enoch no way. You don't even know your own the book in front of you. How you gonna know the book behind you? That's crazy. But it was only given to the chosen one to know that there is. I'm setting it up as 100 people, 100 males on the left, controlling 10 billion people on the right. That's deep. If y'all can't see that, that's deep. That's the reality of what Enoch was coming to really inform you of the type of spirits that's teaching and how would I say it, and leading them and guiding them. This is the type of spirit that have gotten them to the ability where it's 100 of them and they ruling 10 billion people. Something wrong with that if you can't see it. Something wrong with that if you can't see that, because that's the reality, y'all. That 100, they take you out. They got everybody hearing everything you said on these website. They can see you in your house. They can see you on your phone. They can see you in your tub. They hear every voice in your house. Your food is being tampered with. Your water is being tampered with. Everything. Who can do that? The 100 is doing it to the 10 billion. I sit back the day that the Twin Towers came down. I said, if they can't see that, Father, they ain't gonna see. And no one never caught it. Never caught it. Own country brought the towers down themselves. They did it. And no one never saw it coming. Like what was your O.J. Simpson? O.J. Simpson, his situation. He didn't came and gone, and nobody never gave it a thought that they had set him up. It didn't matter to no one else. The only time people make something out of it is when they in there, it comes to their house. And nowadays, if they kill your son and they murder your son, and the first thing they want to do is give the mama $2 million, and next thing mama is good to go. I'm gone. I'm good. And I seen that in the last 6 or 7 years. I said that's messed up from the floor. And all those kids that y'all be hooping and hollering about, all those little young men that lost their lives, their mama, and if they had the daddy with the mama, a couple of them got it, and they weren't even married no more. But once they give them that 2 or 3 million, here you good to go. Okay, I'm good, and have everybody else out here talking about their kids throughout year after year after year after year, and they took the money and gone, and the world's still talking about it. All of them, y'all. Every last one of them. The mothers then took the money. And some of them had, a couple of them had daddies, took the money and ran, and it wouldn't give you the time of day talking about their son. They ain't got time for that. They let the people like go on and talk about all that. Hey, I got the money and I'm gone. I saw this one police walked up to a man and asked him for his license. He pulled out and handed his license. He shot him and killed him dead in his car. They gave his mom, I think, $5 million. She's sitting there on a court stand, on a court outside on the court, on the outside of the court, and she's standing up there, just looking like who did it and what for. And hey, I don't care. 10 million, y'all better get on out of here. And that lady left, and they never heard nothing else about it. You heard everybody marching and this and this. Mama and got the money and gone. It's not there, y'all. It's not there. So don't go out here thinking your family and everybody gonna be hooping and hollering when they do something to you, or when you're in the hospital because somebody did somebody shot your car up while you're driving, and somebody robbed you in your house, and people done. Don't think you're gonna have a backup. You ain't gonna have a backup. You didn't bag nobody else up, so don't look for somebody to bag you up. How about that? How about that? Not even the Most High Yah. He said, "You don't call on me when you need me. You call on me when you want me." Okay. See, and that's just not how he rumbles. That's not how he rumbles. And I think we're going to get to know really who he is real soon, then later. I really think so, because we think he's somebody to be played with. Okay? You said in Ephesians chapter, let me go there. And I thank you for bringing that up, because that just shows you that you don't have to go to the Enoch book to find that. You see what I'm saying? But it's also listed. Let's see here. What is that? Ephesians. Okay. But I really would suggest nobody even go in the Enoch way in any of these lost books. These people out here right now been on this devil platform for the longest. They've been in the books and out of the books, around the corner with them and everything else, and ain't telling you nothing. Ain't got nothing to more to share with you regarding the Most High Yah. All they want to do is just be able to have enough to keep you running to their page. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse what? 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principality, against powers, against rulers and darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That talks about the elites, but also you have to also get the angels that's fallen in this here too, because they're the one helping them out, and you can see it. You can see it in here. Let's go. Verse 12. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So if it's not flesh and blood, what is it? Spirits. You get the point? You see? So the elites, we know that they are flesh and blood, but we have to know who's supporting them. How are they getting their energy? How are they getting this power to do the things that they're doing to control 10 billion people? 10 billion people. 10 billion people. How are they doing that? Okay. Why? Because you got a principality in high places. Now, the principality, when it says you fight not against flesh and blood, it's letting you know that the spirits are warring with them on their side. Okay. Powers against rulers and darkness of this world. That's principality. That's also spirits. And it says against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, so the power, principality in high places, also those are represent positions of the elite. They're in high positions. Okay, they are ruling 10 billion. So let me ask you the question: who put Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12? Okay, just think of this for a minute. You got 100 people, 100 men on the left side. They control 10 billion people in the world. That verse 12 matches everything they need to be able to do that. First and foremost, it's letting you know the spirits are assisting them. You see what I'm saying? Because when it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So flesh and blood is human, right? But against principality, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of the world, of this world, okay? Against spiritual wickedness in high places. So this all this here in verse 12 is what's in the 100 men on the left side. You get the point? This is how powerful they are. To me, that right there, I wouldn't be afraid of it, but I can understand Beyonce, Jay-Z, Oprah, P. Diddy. I understand why they went on that side. Because a lot of people that's in the tribe of Judah is no support. Even if it was support, it couldn't save them from out of their hands. Only one can save them out of their hands is the Most High Yah. Okay? And they don't have that enough trust that the Most High Yah's power can defeat these people. They think these people power is just that high. So they joined them. Okay? And how they capture them, and they do, y'all. They capture them. I sit back and look at Kanye. Kanye knew his mother didn't die. James Brown knew his wife didn't die. Michael Jordan knew his father didn't die. The world knew Michael Jackson didn't die. The world knew Prince didn't die. Nobody, but you see how they came in, poured out, ain't anybody said nothing. The whole Jackson family and them knew about the elites. They was a part of it. Their daddy sold Michael's body to the elites. Okay. That's what happened to him as a man. They got a hold of him. Okay. A lot of times when you haven't gave that sacrifice up, they want your first child. Sometimes they want your youngest, but a lot of times they want your first child, and they're going to get it. Your child is going to be running around here, and the world going to think they famous. Oh, they can sing, they can model, they can dance, or they're a rapper, or they're this and none. That ain't the way they want them. You see? But since you had this here type of wickedness upon you, you sold your children off because you had really, honestly, going back to what I said, they really don't have any uh, uh, choice. They really don't, y'all. Because that's what I'm trying to say to y'all. I sit back and I listen to everybody lie about the Book of Enoch, and I realize they still lying. And I'm like saying, but Father, how could you get this? How could you get this out of this? How could they get this out of this? He said, because it wasn't for them. So when they wasn't for them, they're going to make everything about a lie so that nobody can really get to them and tell them the truth of why Enoch exists. So I, Sister Deborah, tell you that Enoch was taken out so y'all wouldn't know who those 100 elects, those 100 that 100 is it's more than 100, but I'm just showing you how very little is over 10 billion. So 100 power punches on the left is ruling 10 billion, which is the whole world. And that's what Enoch was about. That's all it was about. Because Enoch didn't come in to really go after the Messiah. I'm just showing y'all an example. He did not come in talking about the Messiah and that the Messiah is going to come. Or he said to the when he was in the kingdom, he said to the angels, well, who is this with the Lord of the light, which was the creator, Father? He asked him, who is this? He said, the son of man. He told him that was the Son of Man. See, Enoch wasn't, his whole mission is like I told y'all, it's not the book, it's not up for you. It's not for you. So this is not good to go in it. And to Deborah going to make this the last day she speak on it, because I now know who it's for and why it was taken out, so that the elites won't be, no one would know about those 100 elites on the left ruling the 10 million on the right, and who's assisting them. So when this person goes to, when he hit Ezekiel, Ephesians chapter, that was Wayne, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, it puts you right back into what Enoch was saying. But see, Enoch took it in the spiritual realm because it's talking to a spiritual person. So when they took that and you heard the house of Israel talking about Enoch, they need to stand all the way down. They don't know what they're reading. They don't get it. It's not for you, baby. It's for, let me not even go back into it. Let me leave that alone. Cut. Okay. What you say, a ram in the bush? What are you reading? A ram in the bush, she says. Okay. So honestly, all of it is keep just pack up your book bag, your backpack, y'all. Backpack is whenever you hear something spirit and truth, and you hear the light, and the light is with it, pack that in your backpack. So wherever you go in life, your workplace, traveling, on the plane, in your community, at the store, somebody start talking, and all of a sudden you just want to say something, you'll find out that, wait a minute, where did I get that from? You'll be able to just come out just boldly, and they'll be very embracing, because spirit and truth can be very embracing when you're out in the public where nobody knows you. It works for me all the time. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And the only problem which I need to, I don't need to do anything with it, because the Father don't allow me to change it, because I prayed for a change. When I'm out in public, if somebody say something the same way I said to you all, they could be talking about something, ain't none of my business. I jump in the conversation doing exactly what I'm doing now. And that's really gets them, because it's like, oh, this woman knows what she talking about. She putting it all in here. And no play. I don't have time to be grinning and laughing with them. Nope, I don't do that. It could be their first time hearing something and they last. So give them what they need while they're in your presence. And that's why I say it's so important to have spirit and truth and the light in your right hand. We were supposed to be the light into the world. What happened? We didn't. What made us not follow Yeshua HaMashiach? I think he did a wonderful, excellent, perfect, great job. I really thought, I ain't no thought, I really feel that he did such a perfect job, because everything he said, I'm like listening to him and I'm like, wait a minute now. That makes sense. That makes sense. Like, let me show y'all something. And you don't hear nobody talk about this among, that's why, get away from this Hebrew Israelite movement. All that old mess, get away from it. That's a cult. That's the religion that started, that has no spirit and truth behind it, nor in front of it. I was listening this year. This was a while. It was probably longer than the 2 years. Now listen to this here. In Matthew's chapter 20, in Matthew's chapter 25 and verse 30, listen, 31. In Matthew's chapter 25 and verse 31, listen to this. This is Yeshua HaMashiach. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. Just letting you know, he got his little glory and he got his little throne of his glory. I like that, because that's what they're letting you know. Then it says in verse 32, and before him shall be gathered all nations. See, Yeshua gonna be there with all nations, y'all. And he gonna have them all gathered together. And what do you mean, Deborah, together? Verse 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations. What do you mean gathered? They're going to all be together. They're going to be all together. The house of Israel, all of us going to be together. Okay? Now, that's what it says. And he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divide his sheep from the goat. Verse 33. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, and the goats on his left. Now, this is Yeshua live on the earth telling us that all nations is going to be gathered, and he's going to separate them. Those that goes to the sheep is going to go to the sheep. Those that goes to the goats are going to go to the goats. He's going to do the separation. You see, we're down here thinking we have the key to do the separation, and we haven't even separated ourselves from the sins of our forefathers. But yet we want to be the ones to separate nations and other nations. Oh, it's not them. It's not them. They did. How can it be all of that? But then when you come down to the kingdom, it's going to be more than the house of Israel entering in. It's just a lot of stuff that the Hebrew Israelite movement has perked up and lied about. And because they never did come out with the truth, I don't know if y'all know this or not, a lot of them took the back door. A lot of y'all didn't know that, did you? A lot of them took the back door. They didn't even go out the front door. They took the back door. You don't hear about them no more. Because they started this Hebrew Israelite movement. And then they got involved with other things and other things, and they got involved. Like several of them got involved with that Sabi, or whatever his name, with herbs and spices and how they gonna heal you and deliver you, and others got into all other kind of things, and the most of them got into this moon and this sun and this science and this third eye and all of this. But guess what? Sister Deborah never got involved in none of that. But then again, here go Enoch pulling up saying, guess what, Deborah? Those things are the mystery and the secrets in the heaven that should not enter into the minds of man. That's what the watchers that went into the daughters taught their children. Science, moon, all of that. So when you seeing them, everybody keep talking about all this here, science and Egypt, this astrology, without all this mess, stay away from that stuff. Stay away from that stuff. That's not stuff of Yah. That's how the spirits cut up from the floor during the time of Noah. They were taught all of that sort of stuff. And that's what you see today. That's why I think those same spirits still exist today. They died in the flesh, but I think their spirits might still be present. I'm thinking, because it's the same thing like the days of Noah. A lot of things is happening in the days of Noah that a lot of people don't really focus on, because another thing where he said marrying and giving in marriage. What are you trying to say? Feasting. But ain't that's what the Hebrews do? Growing, buying, building. Wait a minute. Ain't that's where? No, because you're preparing on your captivity land. And I'm saying I'm coming to get you. So you're telling me, no, you ain't. I got things here I got to build. I got to build my home. I got to make this place my home. So it's a lot of stuff that's also involved in that. But when you have put him first, the Most High Yah first and foremost, and learn all you need to know about what he has prepared for you and what he said he's going to do, then you can focus on doing other things. But you'll always have him before you to lead and guide you, because you put your trust in him first and foremost. But what these people are doing, they figuring, and they on here telling you, well, I'm building this, I'm doing the work, and I'm laboring, I'm growing. But wait a minute, he said in the days of Noah and in the days of Lot, they was doing the same thing. So come on now, why is he warning us today about it? So it ain't as good and the picture ain't as pretty as y'all trying to make it be, because he's warning us about the days of Noah and the days of Lot. And it says they're going to be marrying and giving in marriage, drinking. And don't think he's talking about drinking water. Wake up, wake up. He ain't talking about drinking water. Feasting. What women, don't they feast? Don't they supposed to have feast day? See, a lot of people don't know a lot of things that they're doing in this day and time. They doing it in an unrighteous role. They're not doing it out of righteous, and y'all know they're not. That's why Yeshua step on the scene and says it's going to be like the days of Noah, and it's going to be like the days of Lot. What's wrong with them building? What's wrong with them planning? He said they're doing it out of the wrong spirit, y'all, out of the wrong heart. So many of them are taken from many to build their empire and calling it theirs, and getting on these devil platforms, getting the world to think that they building this, but you're taking it from everybody else to do it. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Where is Yah in the midst of this? You see him? He's allowing you to take from everybody else, and when the crap hit the fan, everybody that gave up their homes, sold their homes, their car, everything they had to come into this oneness, ain't nothing in your name, not even the birth certificate for your children, not even the social security card for your children. This world don't even know your kids exist. And I think it's sad when the fathers are passing away. Now you running up there to the social security. How foolish can you be? And who's sending you up to the social security building? How is Dawes sending you to the Social Security building when he knows that he had child not to get birth certificate and Social Security card? But this is the sad part, y'all. Hear me out. Hear me out. Pull his wallet open. Bet you he got more than one copy of his birth certificate for every last one of his children by his wife, his first wife, because that's the only one they're going to count when it all said and done. The other ones, they run around here with no Social Security card and no birth certificate. Anytime you go into that line of work, you actually 100% caught. Let me tell you why. Pull up that wallet. I can bet you anything. He got a state ID. He got a license, driver's license. He got a Social Security card, and I bet you he probably got 2 birth certificates in his file. He have deeds, signed, notarized deeds to the property, the land. But wait a minute. He's going to tell y'all women on this land not to get your birth certificate, not to get your Social Security. That don't sound right. So in several cases, there were the men passed away. They passed away young. These women had 3 or 4 babies, each one of them. The first one was able, because they had the baby off the land. But the other babies don't get no Social Security. They couldn't get their daddy's Social Security. They couldn't get nothing. It shows the world, it shows them that they are not even born in that land. No Social Security, no nothing. You see, that's out of order. That's out of order. But again, your dried up old tail, pull up your wallet. You got a state ID, a driver's license, a Social Security card, and I bet you in files you got 2 birth certificates, plus all the deeds on everything you own. But then you tell these stupid women, what is it saying? Taking and leading the way, silly women, ladder with sin. Foolish. You see? That this is what you call a cult. The whole idea of it is to make it look biblical. You give everything you have. Don't ever, ever, ever put yourself in a situation where you're going to make a man of God and you're going to give him everything you have. And then he's going to tell you what he's going to let you have and what you're going to get. And these men that have jobs off site, they got to bring their money and give it to you. That's some crazy mess. Now, I do understand they get food, they get housing, but if you got a wife, where is your tail is between your legs, caught, stuck between your legs, for you to let another man limit you and your wife and children. How is that making you a man? That's not making you responsible. That means you to trust in him as your God. So don't wake up to that stuff. Don't go into them camps. All of them are like that. Ain't none of them no different. So Sister Deborah say, I appreciate each and every last one of you tuning in. And that'll be my last message for Enoch. And I suggest that you stay away from it, because it's all it was only to warn the chosen one and the just ones that the power that bees on the left is ruling the world, and how they received the ability to do so. Okay, and how they're gonna continue doing so, ruling. So I, Sister Deborah, appreciate each and every last one of you all joining in, and I say I will be back, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Shalom and shalom.